Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. We're gonna do something a little bit differently today. As you can see, I am further back away from the camera so you can see everything that I'm doing. So as you can see from the description below, we are going to go through our week 2 budget recap. That's what we're gonna do today. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it differently, where I'm going to actually take you through the process with me. So as you can see, I have my laptop here, handy dandy laptop. We're going to move that over a little bit, and I have my notebook here. And so I'm going to take you through what I normally do before I prep for a video, and also how I actually do my budget recaps. So this is what I normally do. I normally have my laptop here, and I go right into my bank account so that I can see the transactions. So I already have the transactions pulled up on the screen now. So what I do is I go all the way back to the previous Friday payday. So the previous Friday payday, and I know where the payday transaction starts because the incoming deposits into the account are green, which is my paycheck, or perhaps another transaction that I may have transferred from another account into this one. But typically I know that it's green, so I go all the way back down to where the green is. And I also know, of course, the company I work for. So that indicates that that is where we're going to start writing down these transactions that took place out of this checking account that were not necessarily projected on my budget projection sheet. So that's the first thing I do. So then I grab my little handy dandy pen, and I start to write down my items. So we're gonna go here to a blank sheet of paper. I'm sorry, I said week 2 budget recap. This is the week 3 budget recap. So now, the last payday was January the 21st, 2022. So I am going to take that payday and I am going to write it down on this sheet. That's where my actual recap starts. So we're going to go through this together. So I'm going to write out week 3 budget recap at the top of my paper. And then I write out the weekly date in that format. So basically the previous Friday that I got paid, which was January the 21st, 2022, and this budget recap will go up until the following Thursday, or the Thursday before the next paycheck, which is January the 27th, 2022. And so I write that out on the sheet, and then I start to number my sheets 1 through whatever, however many transactions I am able to account for via my web bank account here on the screen of my computer. So that's what I do. So I'm looking for any transactions from the payday, the 21st, up until that following Thursday, which is January the 27th. So let's do that. So now we're going to go through, and I am going to start writing down any transactions that were not indicated on my projection sheet. And so since I've been doing this for so long, I know exactly what the transactions are, and how they actually stand out as it relates to, those items that were not on the projection sheet. So now, first up, we're gonna go, let's see, from the 21st, let's get to the 21st. All right, which is, okay, I'm there. So the first one is a auto gas purchase. This is for my daughter's car. This was $38.13. Me and the children sometime will take that car around town or to work or wherever. So I had to put gas in that one. That was $38.13. And then I would just write out to the side of that transaction, BCA, which stands for Bills Checking Account, because that's where the money came from. All right, then we'll move on down through the other transactions. Remember, I'm looking for transactions that I had not projected on my budget projection sheet. So let's see, let's keep going. Okay, then there was a Sam's Club purchase. I did go to Sam's Club on the 22nd, it says here. And I made a purchase for $19.67. I wanted to go pick up a few cases of water while they didn't have a limit on it, because you know they're starting to limit the amount of waters you can buy now, because, well, for us it was because of the cold weather, and also I think because of, you know, this time that we're in right now. But yeah, so I went and I picked those items up, and that $19.67 came out of the Bills checking account. Then we will continue to scroll on down. Then I have another transaction from a local restaurant, and I will write that down on my sheet, and that amount was $50.56, which also came out of the Bills checking account. So yeah, and let's mosey along. And then there was another purchase from Visions Works. My insurance did not cover my my child's total contact prescription, so I had to pay $8. I had a balance of $8 on that. I could have used my HSA card, but I couldn't locate it because the other child had it in their possession, so I just used my debit card to make that purchase. That money also came out of the Bills checking account. All right, so let's keep moving. I also see in this account that I did get a credit back. I'm not sure if you guys have been following me for a while. I had this Amazon that was coming out of my account for a while, but they credited me $12.99 back for that. So I guess I am finally no longer an Amazon Prime member or whatever. So that was that. Let's see what else is in this account. So remember, we only need to go up to transactions that end on January the 27th, 2022. All right, and the very last one. Now this is for my vehicle, and y'all probably already know what it is. Yes, it's auto gas. This time, guys, I got gas yesterday in my vehicle, because I was riding with the gas light on. So yes, it was definitely time. It was $93.99. Are you serious? Yes, I am very serious. And $93 for one tank of gas. So I'm paying roughly $100 a week in gas. This is getting ridiculous. I mean, I'm gonna have to go look for me a horse and carriage or something, because this is getting out of control. But anyway, that's it. So that's really how I do a budget recap. I go through this account, find all transactions that I did not project on my budget projection sheet, write them on this budget recap sheet, and I come on camera and I explain them to you. But more importantly, I am writing down these items so that I can keep track of my money and what it is doing week by week. And also these budget recaps can show you, just what you're spending your money on. Like if you want to go back and look over a period of time, like I have this humongous 5-subject tablet. So this tablet I started in this tablet on September the 4th. I know you probably can't see that. September the 4th, 2020. So see, I can go all the way back to all of my budget recaps and budget projections here to kind of see a pattern of what I've been spending my money on. But most times I kind of know what I'm spending my money on. If it's outside of my budget projection, it's going to either be gas or food. That's really it. So those are the 5 transactions that I did not budget for this week. However, it is part of my recap. Now, of course, you know the exciting part is the mortgage update. So at this particular time, I would write mortgage update at the very bottom of this sheet with some asterisks beside it, because that indicates to me that, hey, it's time for you to pull out your amortization sheet. So at that time, I will go and grab it, which is already sitting here. This is the amortization sheet. Let's bring it in so you can see. So what we're going to do today, I'm just going to show you on the screen where I actually left off at. I hope I hope you all are able to see that. More importantly, the balance. All right, so last week we left off at $78,964.19, okay? So what I would do at that point, I will close out of my bank account and I will log into my mortgage account. So when I log into the mortgage account, it just shows me what my new balance is. So on my last week's budget projection sheet, I projected that I would pay an additional $289 toward the principal. So that's what I did. So with that being said, let's see, we do have a new balance here. So our new balance is now $78,675.19. So that should have been the difference from the previous balance of $78,964.19. That $289 should be the difference. So the new balance is $78,675.19. So once I look at this mortgage account, I write my new balance on my amortization sheet. Then I pull out my highlighters. This week, these are my markers. I think I'm going to use my pink marker. And it looks like, based on what the new balance is, I'm only able to mark off one line this week, which is fine. Normally this week when I pay the $289 toward the mortgage principal only, that does only give me about 1 month, because if I'm making a regular monthly payment, a little bit over $240 go directly toward the principal. So, which takes off 1 month, of your mortgage payment. So this $289 would pretty much serve that same purpose. So that's where we are. So now, let me see if I can bring it to the camera so you can see it. We have a new balance there. I really hope you guys can see that. There's your new balance, and we highlighted the one pink line, and that's where we are. But the goal is to continue to decrease this mortgage balance, which is what we're doing. So that's really how I do a budget recap on a weekly basis. It's not very difficult, but it's just, several little moving parts that I have to make sure I have in place. And mainly I just go back through my transactions in my checking account on the internet, as well as open up the mortgage website on the internet to get my balance and to be able to write my balance on my amortization sheet and highlight my sheet. That's really it. So now you have actually walked through how I do my budget recaps every single week. So let me know if this is something that you do each week. Do you do a recap of your monies? If so, then leave me a comment below and let me know your strategy. This is all I have for this video for today. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets, where we dream big but start small around here. I will see you in the next video. Peace.